Hello, I am George Orwell. You might know me from works like 1984 and Animal Farm, but today, I want to reflect on a timeless observation of human nature. Every generation imagines itself to be more intelligent than the one that went before it, and wiser than the one that comes after it. When I first expressed this thought, it was a critique of our shared arrogance as humans, an eternal habit of assuming that we, in our present time, hold all the answers. It's a cycle of pride that blinds us to the wisdom of the past and the potential of the future. In my time, this attitude was evident in the political upheavals of the 20th century. Younger generations dismissed the lessons of history, thinking their revolutionary ideas could override the mistakes of their predecessors. Simultaneously, they viewed the older generations as relics of a bygone, ignorant age. This failure to learn from the past or consider the future led to disastrous consequences: wars, authoritarian regimes, and the suppression of truth. But how does this idea apply to the world you live in today? In many ways, the cycle has only intensified, fueled by the rapid rise of technology and the relentless pace of information warfare. Today, every generation, armed with smartphones, instant access to knowledge, and platforms to amplify their voices, believes it is uniquely enlightened. The young, immersed in the digital world, often regard the past as irrelevant, viewing history through the narrow lens of modern standards. Meanwhile, older generations criticize younger ones as naive or overly idealistic, dismissing their passion for change. Both sides fall into the trap of believing they alone see clearly, creating division instead of dialogue. This arrogance is especially dangerous in the age of misinformation. The internet has made it easier than ever to cherry-pick data that supports our biases, dismissing facts that challenge them. Each generation assumes its mastery of technology makes it impervious to manipulation, yet propaganda thrives in this environment. Social media platforms, algorithms, and echo chambers allow lies to spread faster than truth, reinforcing generational divides and eroding trust in institutions. Consider how this dynamic plays out in debates about climate change, social justice, and political polarization. Instead of engaging in meaningful conversations, generations often talk past each other. The young blame the old for creating the problems they now face, while the old dismiss the young as lacking the experience to solve them. And in this clash, the architects of disinformation, whether they are state actors, corporations, or ideological extremists, capitalize on the chaos. The solution, my friends, lies in humility and dialogue. We must remember that no generation holds a monopoly on wisdom. The past offers valuable lessons, the present requires action, and the future depends on collaboration. Instead of assuming superiority, we must bridge the gaps between us, learning from those who came before and nurturing those who will come after. The dangers I warned about in my writing, surveillance, propaganda, and the manipulation of truth, are more relevant than ever. To resist them, we must recognize the strength in generational diversity and reject the arrogance that blinds us to it. If you're wondering how these ideas connect to today's struggles with information warfare, I encourage you to explore more at information-warfare.com. Understanding how disinformation exploits our divisions is the first step in building a future where wisdom, across all generations, can guide us forward.